Switching gears to cyclicals, a big upgrade for Caterpillar today. They say the cycle is calling Cat's name and the path is clearing for this stock to outperform over the next 12 months. Stephanie, you own this one. As a matter of fact, your portfolio just about 70% cyclicals. What's your take on this upgrade?
You know, I agree with it because I obviously own it. It's lagged the overall market year to date. It doesn't trade at an egregious multiple at 20 times, but that earnings, I think, are kind of at the trough. I think that given what they've done in terms of making progress on margins, last quarter they beat operating margins by 300 basis points year over year. Revenues were constrained because of the supply issues. When the supply issues get fixed and you have that operating margin expansion, you get operating leverage. And I also think that they're not getting credit for their services focus and their sustainability focus. This is a company that's going to become much less cyclical in the next 3 to 5 years. It's not going to happen overnight, but I don't think that piece of it is appreciated. And in the near term, they've got great visibility, 1.2 times book to bill in their most recent quarter with orders up 10%. They said they had the highest third quarter of new business in 10 years in their third quarter. So I think it's a great story for 2022. You get a good dividend yield. They're buying back a ton of stock. So I agree with the call.
You know, RBC out with a note today saying that enthusiasm for cyclicals as well as financials and energy is kind of fading right now. They're looking for leadership in large caps. But, Sarat, you're actually adding to your cyclical exposure.
I am. I think you want to be in a place that you're going to have earnings growth. And you want to be in industrials and cyclicals, especially as we kind of go back, go forward into next year. So much of the focus has been kind of stay at home, and we're really playing the view that things are going to start opening up, and you want to be in the industrials and cyclicals areas that are going to do well.
All right, Joe, you saved me on Pfizer earlier. I got a question for you this time around. With Build Back Better looking murky, let's just say that, does that hurt the narrative for industrials and other cyclicals?
I don't think so. I mean, a name that I'll mention would be Nucor. Again, we own it in the index, performing well. I think that works as you move forward. And Frank, I have to tell you, I'm not necessarily sure that Build Back Better is completely over with. I suspect in January there'll be some renewed conversations that the market will have to absorb and digest.